Mechanism Monday, justice for Floyd. Since George Floyd's public lynching has sparked the world's biggest global protest, black people have been in a position to create permanent change. Other races and other countries seeming to finally wake up, black folk from all backgrounds have taken to the streets to move in unison towards a better tomorrow and to get some justice along the way. Unfortunately, with new energy comes new energy vampires and new enemy tactics. And between left and right whack jobs plus undercover cops making mayhem in the protests, looters stealing everything under the cover of that chaos, and the good old uniformed police happily showing the same attitude that got us where we are in the first place, instigators, agitators, and evildoers are doing their best to undercut a peaceful protest and every message attached. Throw in an outbreak of random Karens, Kens, and Coons, you get a movement co-opted like never before. One thing has gotten clearer as the days have gotten longer. Whether it's police department overhauls, reform, or abolishment, black financial solidarity, black group economics, we all have drastic change in mind as a finish line. But we need to remember that not everybody is up for change. So for every goal, there's going to come just as many naysayers, pessimists, and dissenting opinions, all meant to do the same job as the protest pest. Slow your speed, discourage your movement, slander your name, and get you to give up. For this next phase, there are at least two things we should keep in mind. Number one, we need to be flexible about our methods and rigid about the goal. Black people are not a monolith, but we all want to get ahead. And whether you're online, on the street, on a phone, or in an office, all sides need support. Pointing your fingers and slinging shade at someone who doesn't fight like you or doesn't want to get in the fight that you're in won't get them in the fight any faster. It may discourage them from fighting at all if they feel like their own people judge them too crazy and turn their back. Number two, everyone with your skin is not your kin. Stephen from Django had a bunch of kids running around here, and they all come in different shapes, sizes, titles, and colors from ally to asshole. And for every celeb who's suddenly silent, to the bed wench with the bad wig screaming you are not oppressed, to the head of HUD telling you racism has been cured, to the other person of color telling you that all lives matter, remember that these people just want your attention and your time, and we can't afford to give them either one. If someone honestly is looking to understand, you can spare that convo, but the goal is to get right, not play convince the contrarian. And I don't know about you, but I'm not here to argue with anybody that Harriet Tubman would have shot. Bottom line is we're in a unique position to take this fight further than our ancestors did and further than our grandparents could have ever dreamed. But this is only going to happen if we can unify the same way other races and groups have been able to. If you don't believe me, ask yourself this. When's the last time you heard about gentrification threatening your city's Chinatown? Or police brutality in a Hasidic neighborhood? This could be the first step towards self-reliance and a justice we can sustain. Black unity means black-owned manufacturing and production lines and ending the days when your kids need to ask someone who doesn't look like them for a job in their neighborhood. Or needing to give them to talk about how to interact with officers to avoid Floyd's fate. And when you look those kids in the eye and send them off to whatever future we're building for them right now, do you want to be able to say that you played your part? Or because you didn't think it would work, you gave up and played yourself?